So how do I get the period of the wave? The time, what do I do? Nizar, how do I get the period of the wave if I've got this sketch here? What do I do to get the period of the wave? Where from? Okay, from top to bottom? What do you mean? At which point in the graph am I going to read it? There. That's one cycle, isn't it? So how do I get the period? I just read from the graph the value of x after one cycle. Okay, Alex. No, not you, because Rory. Rory, your turn. If I've got that, how do I get the frequency? Right. So if I want the frequency, 1 over the period gives frequency, which is the number of cycles per second. Okay? So that will give me the frequency, which is the number of cycles per second. So you could confirm that. A number of cycles per second. So if we've got the period, you read that from the graph, I could then calculate the frequency. It's 1 over that. Right. So can I read the frequency directly from the graph? Not directly. No, I'd have to work out what the period was, and then I could calculate the frequency. So I can't read the frequency off, but I can calculate it by finding the period. Okay? Ben, what do I do now to get the angular frequency? Yeah. 2 pi times whatever the frequency is. Or, if the frequency is 1 over 2 pi, what can I do directly to work out, what can I do to work it out directly? Combining that formula and that formula, what's another formula I can use to find the angular velocity? No? No. Right, yes, it would be t underneath the 2 pi, because instead of the frequency, I put 1 over t. So I could, if I read off directly from the graph what t is, 2 pi divided by that will give me the angular velocity. So you can confirm that. If you put some values in, you put in your omega, you can confirm that works by reading it off the graph. Okay? And finally, amplitude. What do I do to get the amplitude from this sketch? Yeah, it's just the top point. So the amplitude is the peak value read off y-axis. So that's how we can use the wave function. If we've got the wave function and we want to find out some values from the wave function, we can find the amplitude, the angular velocity, the frequency and the period, all just by looking at the wave and taking some values off it. Have you? To find A, what would that be? Yeah, you could do, couldn't you? Because from the original wave function, we've got y equals a sine omega t, so a would be y divided by sine omega t, yeah. If you wanted to calculate, but I guess, Ben, the easiest way would just to read it off. But you can confirm it, can't you, by reading it off and then confirming it. Yeah. Okay. What I want you to do now, please, folks, there's a couple of things I'd like you to do. One is look at these required questions here towards assignment 4, which is taking you towards trigonometric waveforms, and we're going to do that part of the assignment next week. I'm going to bring it along. So you could be making a start on that, or you can make a start on doing the merit part of assignment 3, okay? We've got about half an hour or so left, so you can use that time to do that, okay? Yep.